You ever look over at your dog while you're in the middle of a heated gaming session, controller gripped tight, Doritos dust staining your fingers, and think, man, I bet they could take on the Elite Four with that look in their eyes? No? Just me? Well, get ready to question everything you thought you knew about dogs and gaming! Turns out, our furry little pals might be hiding some serious gaming talent under those fluffy ears and wagging tails. From stealthy paw-eye coordination to an uncanny ability to predict boss battles, dogs are full of surprises. So buckle up, gamers and dog lovers alike, because today we're diving deep into the canine psyche to uncover 10 signs your dog is a secret gaming legend. Alright, first on our list of telltale signs your doggo is a gamer at heart, an insatiable fascination with the controller. You know what I'm talking about? You set that bad boy down for 1 second, maybe to grab another Mountain Dew, and bam! Your furry friend swooped in, snatched it up, and is now giving it the old lick of approval. Maybe they think it's a new chew toy. Maybe they're jealous of the attention you're giving it. Or maybe, just maybe, they're trying to decipher the secrets of the D-pad. Could your pup be a button-mashing prodigy in the making? Look, I'm not saying your dog's gonna start pulling off combos you didn't even know were possible, but hey, stranger things have happened, right? I mean, remember that time I beat Getting Over It with a steering wheel? Anything's possible. But seriously, if your dog's always sniffing around your controller, it might be a sign they're picking up on your gaming vibes and want in on the action. Keep an eye out for those telltale signs. A little head tilt when you're navigating a menu, a suspicious tail wag when you score a critical hit. Trust me, you'll know it when you see it. Next up, we're talking game audio. Does your doggo perk up their ears at the sound of a treasure chest opening? Do they let out a startled woof when that jump scare gets you good? Dogs have incredible hearing, way better than ours, so it's no surprise they're tuned into all the epic soundtracks, dramatic explosions, and character voices coming from your speakers. But pay close attention to their reactions. Are they genuinely startled by a sudden roar, or are they leaning in, tail wagging, ready for more? Maybe your dog's an audiophile, appreciating the finer points of game sound design. Or maybe they're just waiting for the perfect moment to steal your snacks during a cutscene. Either way, if your dog's reacting to the sounds of your game, it's a good sign they're not just passively observing, they're engaged. They're practically part of the raid team at this point. Just, maybe invest in some noise-canceling headphones if they start barking along to the dialogue. Trust me on that one. Okay, this one might sound crazy, but hear me out. Does your dog seem particularly interested in certain games? Maybe they always wander into the room when you're playing a specific title, or they have a particular way of staring intently at the screen during certain cutscenes. Look, I'm not saying they're analyzing plot points or anything, although who knows, maybe they are. But dogs are creatures of habit. They know what they like and they're not afraid to let you know. Maybe they're drawn to the colorful visuals of a platformer or the soothing sounds of a farming simulator. Or maybe, just maybe, they're secretly judging your taste in games. Who knows what's going on in those furry little heads? But one thing's for sure, if your dog has a favorite game, it's a sign they're not just randomly watching, they're forming opinions. They're becoming connoisseurs of the digital world right alongside you. Just don't let them catch you playing any dog sledding games where you leave them behind in the snow. That's just cold, man. Chapter 4, Sign 4, Victory or Defeat. Alright, let's talk about those epic wins and soul-crushing defeats. You know, the moments when you throw your hands up in victory or let out a primal scream of frustration. Does your dog mirror your energy? Do they celebrate your triumphs with enthusiastic tail wags and playful barks? Do they offer comforting nudges and snuggles when you're feeling the sting of defeat? Dogs are masters of empathy, picking up on our emotions and responding accordingly. So if your furry friend is right there with you, riding the roller coaster of gaming emotions, it's a sign they're not just watching the game, they're invested in the outcome. They understand, on some level, that you're striving for something, battling for victory, and they're your biggest cheerleader, win or lose. And honestly, what more could you ask for in a gaming buddy? Just try to keep the celebratory snacks out of Paw's reach. Yeah, we don't want any choking hazards during the victory dance. Chapter 5, Sign 5, Positive, they can touch it. Have you ever caught your dog pawing at the screen, desperately trying to catch that elusive Pokemon or swat that pesky flyaway heart? Don't worry, it's a common occurrence in gamer households. Look, dogs aren't exactly known for their understanding of technology. They haven't quite grasped the concept of a two-dimensional plane. To them, that giant glowing rectangle is just begging to be interacted with. Maybe they think they can walk into the world on the screen, or maybe they're just mesmerized by the moving images. Either way, it's adorable, and a surefire sign that your dog is fully immersed in the gaming experience. Just maybe invest in a screen protector, just in case those paws get a little too enthusiastic. And hey, if anyone figures out how to explain the concept of a TV to a dog, let me know, because I'm pretty sure mine still thinks it's a magical window. Chapter 6, Sign 6, the gamer spot. Now we all know dogs love routine. Walkies at a certain time, dinner in their favorite bowl, a good ear scratch before bed. But does your dog have a designated gaming spot? You know, that specific spot on the couch, or that perfectly positioned pillow on the floor where they always seem to end up when you pick up the controller. It's like they have a sixth sense for when a gaming session is about to begin, and they know exactly where they need to be for optimal viewing pleasure. Maybe they're drawn to the warmth of the console, or maybe they just want to be close to you while you're engrossed in your digital adventures. Whatever the reason, having a designated gaming spot is a surefire sign that your dog is a true part of your gaming crew. They're not just random observers, they're VIP members of the party, here to witness every epic quest and nail-biting boss battle. Chapter 7. Sign 7. Are we gaming? Okay, you know that feeling when you boot up your console, hear that familiar hum, and see the welcome screen light up your TV? It's like a surge of excitement, right? Like stepping into another world. Well, pay attention to your dog in those moments. Do they mirror your enthusiasm? Do their ears perk up? Do they start wagging their tail like they've just won the doggy lottery? If your dog gets ridiculously excited every time you turn on the console, it's a clear sign they associate that action with good times. They know that when that console starts humming, it means adventure, excitement, and probably some quality time with their favorite human. They might not be able to choose a game or navigate a menu, but they understand that the console is the gateway to your shared gaming adventures. And honestly, their enthusiasm is contagious. Chapter 8. Sign 8. They get it. Kind of. This sign might be subtle, but it's a dead giveaway that your dog might be a gamer in disguise. Do they seem to understand the basic mechanics of your favorite games? Now, I'm not saying they'll be speedrunning Dark Souls anytime soon, but do they react differently when you're sneaking past enemies in a stealth game versus engaging in a full-on firefight? Do they seem to recognize when you're in a tense standoff, or when you're just casually exploring the open world? Dogs are incredibly perceptive, picking up on subtle cues in our body language and tone of voice. It's possible they've started to associate certain game scenarios with specific reactions from you, and they're adjusting their behavior accordingly. Or maybe they're just really good at reading your mood. Either way, it's pretty darn impressive. Chapter 9. Sign 9. I can do that. Alright, this one is for all the dog owners who have ever caught their furry friend eyeing up the controller with a mischievous glint in their eye. Has your dog ever tried to play with the controller themselves? Maybe they've given it a playful bat with their paw, or maybe they've gone full-on chompers and tried to make it their new chew toy. Look, I get it. Controllers are fascinating objects, full of buttons, sticks, and triggers just begging to be poked and prodded. And to a dog, it's basically a puzzle just waiting to be solved. They might not have opposable thumbs, but that's not going to stop them from trying to figure out how this magical device controls the world on the screen. Who knows, maybe they're just a few button mashes away from discovering their hidden gaming talents. Chapter 10. Sign 10, Gamer Dog through and through. And finally, the most important sign of all, pure, unadulterated enthusiasm. Does your dog seem genuinely happy to be included in your gaming sessions? Do they come running into the room, tails wagging, when they hear you setting up the game? Do they snuggle up next to you, content to just be near you while you're lost in the digital world? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if your dog understands the intricacies of leveling up or mastering complex combos. What matters is that they enjoy spending time with you, sharing in your hobbies, and being a part of your world. So next time you're about to embark on an epic gaming quest, make sure your furry friend has a front row seat. They might not be able to hold a controller yet, but they're the best gaming buddies a person could ask for. Outro, the ultimate gamer dog. There you have it, folks. 10 signs your dog might be a secret gaming legend in the making. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and buy your pooch their own custom controller, though if you do, send pictures. But next time you catch your furry friend watching you game, take a moment to appreciate their unwavering companionship, and maybe even share a laugh or two. Who knows, maybe your dog will be the next big Twitch streamer, racking up millions of views with their pawsome gaming skills. And hey, I want to hear from you. Does your dog display any of these telltale signs? Share your stories, pictures, and gaming doggo anecdotes in the comments below.